What's up, YouTube? You're watching Better Relationships with Knowledgeable Nick, and I am going to talk to you today about seek first to understand, then to be understood. Oftentimes, when we are dealing in a relationship, and I'm not just talking romantic, I'm talking family relationships, relationships with friends, coworkers, business relationships, whatever it is, what you have to do first is seek first to understand what's going on inside of their mind. I just had a conversation with my mom, and we were talking about a specific subject. We were talking about narcissism. And during the course of the conversation, I had to realize, I became aware that what I think narcissism is and what my mom thinks narcissism is are two different things. They're two different things. And if I didn't stop and try and figure out what she was talking about, because narcissism could mean a variety of different things. And if I didn't stop and figure it out, I'm talking, I may be trying to talk about a point. No, you're wrong about this, this, and that. And she's like, no, that's not what I'm talking about, And then it just becomes like a toxic loop of back and forth, right? And it all stems from the fact that you didn't first seek to understand what they mean by that word. There are plenty of words in the English language that mean different things to different people. There's plenty of those words. Plenty. And especially if you're talking about, something like narcissism, are we talking about the clinical definition? Are we talking about somebody that we don't like? Narcissism is a word that's thrown around. It's thrown around quite frequently. My ex was a narcissist. Oh, that's a narcissist. I hate that person. They're a narcissist, right? And also, every single person may have a different connotative meaning in their head of certain words, okay? Especially if we have a word like, for example, empathy. The word empathy, I was having a conversation with my dad, and I was like, what does empathy mean to you? And empathy, he said, empathy, it's like sympathy. It means, when you feel bad for someone who is having an unfortunate situation. I said, that is not what empathy is. That is not what I think it is. What I think empathy is understanding what's going on inside of that other person's mind and body, specifically their thoughts and their emotions, basically putting myself in their shoes. It has nothing to do with me feeling good or bad about them. That's what I think empathy is. That's how I would define that. But my dad keeps thinking that empathy is similar to sympathy when it is not, okay? So these are just some examples of things that I had happen in my life where I became aware, okay, well, when someone is talking about a specific word, that word means something unique to them that it may not mean to me. All right, so I just want this chat to be a reminder to everyone that if you want to have better relationships, sometimes we have to stop and say a quick tip. Hey, when you say the word blank, what does that mean to you? How would you define that word? Okay? How would you define that word? So that's just a quick tip to help you have better relationships. Hope you had an awesome day. If you learned something, please throw that in the comment section. Share this video and hit that like button and subscribe.